HBO made a meme of me. They made a meme of me in one of my quotes from the show.
Wait, what did it say? Have you seen this man?
Well, listen.
No, we were talking about that before y'all walked in because we were talking about the Uninterrupted joint on HBO yesterday.
The Shop.
And Kevin Hart getting a lot of heat. Oh, yeah, I know you was on that. Mm-hmm. So Kevin Hart was getting a lot of. I was like, I watched it. I saw.
Yo, step it up, Sean. Step it up, bro.
Yo,
just letting you know I was there.
No, I'm glad you let us know because I ain't heard shit about you on there. I hear about everybody on there, but Charlamagne.
By the way, I started all the fire conversations. Let's be clear. All the conversation, the GOAT conversation, the mental health conversation. That was a 3-hour long episode.
Yeah, that's funny. They just cut you out all the Twitter videos.
Dude, that's fucked up,
Scooter
bro.
Shar.
That's fucked up.
I was on there prospering.
What happened?
A lot of good shit.
Well, he came out there with no heat this morning, like Kevin got.
That's right.
Kevin, he in a fucking hospital bed right now.
Bro,
back off,
bro.
You know the worst part about that?
You're getting defensive. You sound like Jesus around some train talk, bro. You're getting very defensive right now.
The word. I'm gonna
think when the trans dude pulls out his dick, he's like, "Showtime!"
What the fuck? Where did that come from?
I don't know what that.
What the showtime?
You talking about he's from the Bronx?
Like the dude on the subway?
He's from the Bronx? Yeah, I was thinking. Because he's from the Bronx. You know, Subway performance.
Can we get some context, guys? I mean, Jesus Christ. Can we get some context?
You're saying the trans dude is like a Subway performer because he's from the Bronx, so he gets on the train.
You never been on the subway, bro?
Nah, not a long time.
Oh, that shit is wild,
listen,
bro. Bro, you gotta be on the subway, dude.
Actually, the last time I took the subway was earlier this year when I had to go ring the bell at
the stock exchange?
There you go.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I took the train because I had to be there at a certain time.
Wait, you rang the bell at the stock exchange?
Earlier this year when iHeart went public.
And they still didn't include you in none of these shop clips.
Dude, that's fucked.
That's wild, son.
Yo, I thought it was disrespectful, bro.
That what?
Yo, you saw me just take my hood and throw it back like a girl does.
Yeah, why did? Well, I was about to say, like, what was you?
I was feeling away. Don't disrespect my guy.
Listen, let's talk about the Kev shit for a minute, though. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you why I thought that was fucked up. Yeah. 2 reasons.
Kev mad drunk.
We all was drunk. But first of all, Lil Nas X should have never been put in that situation, right? And I'm gonna tell you why he should have never been put in that situation. He should have never been put in that situation because what Kev said is absolutely true. We don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to have a moment with Lil Nas X talking about his sexuality, make that a real moment. Like, if we were all in a barbershop for real and we was all drinking, I wouldn't be asking him about his goddamn sexuality.
Yeah.
Nobody else in there got asked about their sexuality. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in there got... Kev didn't get asked about his infidelity or anything. So, like, why bring that up?
But I don't think people got mad at him getting asked about it. I think people got mad because he was so dismissive. And it was like, oh, that's his homophobia speaking now.
No, that was a little out of context. And the reason it was a little out of context because what we was trying to tell Lil Nas X is, bro, it's cool. Like, you don't have to talk about that here if you don't want to. The kid is 20 years old. Do you really think he's comfortable with his sexuality? And have to live that out in the public eye? Like, you say something like that and then immediately social media is all over you, calling you gay and the F word and all kind of other stuff.
He's kind of took it in stride. He was the one making most of the jokes himself when he first came out.
Yeah, but how do we know? How do we know he's not at home crying?
We don't.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. So it's just like, why put him in the hot seat? And by the way, let's not act like that was a regular conversation. That was for TV. That was a producer question. Like, make sure you ask Lil Nas this so we can get these moments. You know that, though. Anybody that does content and does media, you know that. So why? Why? What was the meaning of that? That conversation went nowhere. All it did this morning was cause a bunch of uproar for what? When you had so many other great discussions going on.
Yo, you can't even really talk about these issues. That's the tricky thing. It's like, the second you bring up trans, second you bring up anything homosexual, like, and even the discussion itself becomes some hot button topic. Like, it's actually exhausting.
Yeah.
I get exhausted by the fact that you can't even ask a fucking question.
Yo, listen, if we was being honest, we should have had, and I mean, I'm not a producer on the show, so I don't know, but I would have had Paul ask Kev about his homophobic tweets from back in the day.
Boom.
What did he learn from it?
Yes.
Lil Nas X, how did you feel when you saw that? And then you can have a good conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, why do I just put him on the spot about his sexuality?
I even think that would get him even more fucked up.
I think so too.
I think it would have got him more fucked up because the thing with Kev is, for him, it doesn't matter what he says, because anybody, especially with the Dave Chappelle shit, with the dollhouse and all that type of stuff, right after that, no matter what he said, people are gonna find some shit to get on Kevin about.
And that's what they did with this episode last night. All he simply said was, he came out and said he was gay. Who cares? Which is it's a new drop for the Breakfast Club. That's our new pause, by the way. Whenever somebody says anything remotely gay,
you go, who cares?
No, we play in the Kevin Hart drop.
Oh, I love it.
You know what I'm saying? It's a great drop. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that is the truth to the matter.
I like how Lil Nas gave pushback, though. He was like, because Kev tried to act like there's no homophobia.
Boom. Now, that would have been a great conversation.
Yeah. I like that because he was like, bro, I like how he kind of checked Kevin.
But we said he's right. I know. I was like, yo,
I said he was right.
But, like, he was like,
but they cut you out all the clips is the problem, son. That's the thing.
Shut up. But I was like, yo, you right. Like, we can't act like pause and no homo didn't exist.
I wish that made it to air, Charlamagne. That would have been an important conversation. They should have given you more respect over there.
They did.
Dude, that was fucked up.
Right, like off camera, like a producer. You had producer respect.
That was great. And even the seat you were in had your name on the back, like the director's chair. I don't even think you were supposed to be in the shot. Did you notice?
Well, I'll tell you, I was proud of my performance.
I wish I could be.
I love this emotionally stable Charlamagne, bro.
I was good.
I hate this, bro. We just make fun of you, and you're like, you know what? I did
well.
Listen,
I did well. That's investing in your mental
HBO made a meme of me. They made a meme of me in one of my quotes from the show.
Hey, wait, what did it say? Have you seen this man?
Well, listen. Since you guys asked. Hold on.
That's not meme. That's missing.
Well, hold on. Since you guys asked, I don't remember what the fuck it was.
I'm saying, like, you're not gonna find that.
But